tit for tat between China is clearly going to escalate here. What you've reported just recently, the SEC might delist Chinese companies from U.S. stock exchanges. Now, if that happens, this seems like this would be a major escalation to this conflict between Washington and Beijing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a Trump administration. We should point out that Donald Trump likes to do deals, and there may be a deal at hand here where he holds off delisting the companies. He wants TikTok US to be a US company. He wants the ports around the Panama Canal to be bought by a US company from a Chinese company. This is, he wants these things. So there's room to negotiate here. But clearly there's a lot at play here. We should point out that the delisting issue is not just a Trump administration issue. There are people in Congress that want this done. The Florida Senator, Rick Scott, is pushing this big time. There's a U.S. law in the books that says that these Chinese companies have to be completely transparent with U.S. regulators. There is that these are Chinese companies that list on exchanges. I mean, they're huge companies. It's like Alibaba is one of those. Right, I'm not saying that Alibaba is doing anything wrong. I'm just saying that's one of them.
Sure.
Rick Scott and others believe that they don't do proper disclosure. There's an issue whether the Chinese government has shares in these companies. It's called golden shares, and these shares are not disclosed allegedly, and they are controlling shares. It's how the Chinese government essentially controls these companies in a way that's not disclosed. And so there's a lot going on here with China. Again, there's an art of the deal, so to speak, back then that could be had because Donald Trump wants stuff out of the Chinese. He also wants access to their markets. So there could be a play here. But clearly the trade war is raging as we speak right now.
Charles Gasparino, thanks so much for breaking this down for us. We'll have you back again. Love hearing you talk about this stuff. It's great insights. Thank you so much.